famous.
I'm walking over here.
Live from New York, it's Chilliwack Tonight! Join Berris, Rachel, and Geoff in their New Year's special, and their guests, Chris Fassbender and Kyle Horton, John Barson, Don Lane, Christian Codrington, and musical guest, Western Jaguar. And now, Chilliwack Tonight!
New York Tonight! Woo! Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Chilliwack Tonight, live from New York City. Unbelievable. We are here. Can you feel the energy, the electricity? The city's so nice, they named it twice.
Oh, I am pinching myself. I have never been to New York. You know, it's always been a dream of mine since I was a little girl. Yes. You know, I'd lie awake at night dreaming I was a rockette.
Oh, yeah.
Performing at Radio City Music Hall, you know, performing those high kicks and high heels.
I can't believe you've never been here before. You know, I've got a 3-bedroom condo just up the street here, north on Central Park West.
What?
Yeah.
You own your own place in New York City?
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you live downtown, they call it Manhattan. But yeah, sure. Doesn't everybody?
Well, aren't you staying at the same hotel Geoff and I are at?
Are you kidding? The Sure Stay on Broadway.
Yeah.
You can get mugged there, you know that. I highly advise the two of you don't go walking around anywhere in that area. Just cab it everywhere, everywhere. Anyway, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. Let's get on the show.
Okay, well, anyway, it's fabulous being here at Times Square, but Berris, I was expecting more crowds. I mean, what's going to happen?
That is a bit weird, actually. You know, New York City is kind of like my second home. I'm here all the time, right behind Chilliwack. But I've never actually been to Times Square for New Year's Eve. I would have thought things would have been buzzing by now.
It's really, really weird. I mean, it's very quiet. And I mean, do we have the right day? I mean, with the time change flying here and everything, is it possible we missed it?
How long do you remember flying in the air, Rachel? Was it 2 days? Were we flying for 2 days? Or a day? No, I didn't think so. So yes, this is New Year's Eve. John Wayne, could you find out what's going on? In the meantime, let's go to Geoff, who is reporting live from various parts of Manhattan to give you all a different perspective on New York. Geoff, where are you?
Yeah, hi Berris.
Hey.
Hi Rachel. Yeah, that's right. I'll be reporting from different parts of the city to give you the insight on what real people are doing right now. Not everyone piles into Times Square for New Year's Eve, you know. Actually, it's a little known fact. 95% of Times Square's audience are out-of-towners. So really, Times Square New Year's Eve is kind of the ultimate tourist trap. I'm going to show you what real New Yorkers do for New Year's Eve.
Well, actually, Geoff, I'm a little jealous. I mean, here we are in Times Square with champagne and ambiance for New Year's Eve, and you get to drive in your Uber with a camera, selfie stick, randomly talking to people in a late-night grocery run. Oh, by yourself. It sounds like so much fun.
Oh, Rachel, that was not very nice.
Okay. I'll have you know that I'll be giving your audience a guided tour in all there is to see in New York City, the city that never sleeps. So while we wait for the countdown tonight.
Well, it's going to have to be a pretty quick guided tour as we're only about a half hour to midnight.
Yeah, wow.
Well, the traffic seems pretty light right now.
Well, just to clarify for the audience, because we're live right now on the East Coast, we're broadcasting 3 hours early in Chilliwack. So what you're seeing right now live in Chilliwack, it's going to be 9 p.m. when the ball drops from Times Square in Chilliwack, just so you're all aware of that.
That's right. And if you're in Chilliwack, you can wrap things up just after 9 and go to bed and get a good night, okay? Why don't we pay some bills right now? We'll take a commercial break and try to figure out where the people are right now. I mean, is this even Times Square? I don't see a square anywhere.
Rachel, you're such a neophyte. Square. And that's your whack word for today, by the way, neophyte. We've got a super New Year's Eve show tonight, the last show of 2020, with the Caleb Dankworth still to come.
Yeah.
More from Geoff's tour of the city, and of course our special musical guest, Western Jaguar. And the ball drop, the big one, from Times Square. All tonight, all on Chilliwack Tonight! New Year's Eve special.
right, you guys. I'm excited for you. NYC, the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps. Hong Kong on the Hudson. I think this has potential for being your best episode ever.
Cold comfort, Christian. This is our last episode ever.
Ooh, right. That's why you wanted to chat. Listen, I have your dismissal packages right here. 2 weeks notice for both of you. Plus, we've included gift cards. Winners, Bed Bath & Beyond, $25.
2 weeks? We're the stars of the show. How is that possible?
Yeah.
But Geoff, do you mind if I have that winner's card? I mean, I could really use it. It's not like you're gonna use it anyway, right?
Yeah, sure, Rachel.
Okay, cool.
Look, you guys, you have to go back to your original contracts. No one expected the show to go on as long as it did, the way it has. But if you remember, you were required to be in the roles for at least 12 months. So unfortunately...
This sucks. I mean, now we're supposed to fly to New York with Berris and pretend everything's okay?
You can and you will. You're professionals, right? Listen, we've prepared excellent references for any future potential employers or roles you may be up for. And you can always apply back to chillTV for any future engagements. Provided, of course, you don't burn any bridges. So I would strongly advise you to maintain dignity and decorum, as difficult as you may feel this may be.
You know what? Screw you, Christian.
Rachel, this is an almost family-friendly show.
Screw you, Geoff.
Look, you guys, I'd love to stay on this call and weather all this abuse you're throwing my way, but in reality, I've got some things to do today, so I'm going to have to cut this short.
Come on, Christian. It's the week between Christmas and New Year's. Nobody's got anything going on right now.
Well, not work-wise, but I have an appointment for a second fitting for a bespoke tux for this year's New Year's Eve bash.
You're going out somewhere for New Year's? Where? I mean, we're in a pandemic. How
Yeah.
reckless can you be?
Come on.
Let's just say CC's got a date.
Back in 2006, Caleb and I made our first TV appearance on the wildly successful television program, Mrs. McCready's Hot Seat. Enjoy, everyone, and have a happy New Year.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for everyone's favorite game show since 1937. It's Mrs. McCready's Hot Seat!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a special New Year's edition of Mrs. McCready's Hot Seat. Please welcome our contestants. This is Caleb Dankworth.
Hi, Betty.
Please call me Mrs. McCready. And his opponent, Caleb Dankworth.
Hi, Mrs. Betty.
Closer. Okay, let's get started. First question. What's your favorite New Year's Eve memory? Mr. Dankworth.
Absolutely, my favorite New Year's memory are all those trips that I took with my grandpa to the ice fishing lake. We'd go every year to ice fish, and one year in particular, we caught an ice fish so big that it took both of us to reel it in, and my grandpa lost his rod, so we tried to go.
Incorrect. Caleb, would you like to try for the New Year's Eve steal?
Sure. Okay, mine is kissing Tammy Stolsky behind the church near my junior high school. It led to far more than just kissing, if you know what I mean. Also a hug.
Correct. That's one Whippoorwillow awarded to Caleb. You need 2 more for a Daphne.
All right.
Next question. Mime eating a taco. Both of you ready?
No, wait, is it a soft taco or a hard taco?
Oh, Caleb, you broke the hot seat. That's 1 Vex card. And there's the chime. Eat your tacos!
Oh, it's too much salsa on mine.
Time is up, and the winner of this round by unanimous decision is Caleb.
Oh, yes! Woo! Only 2 more lumber schmears to the bonus.
Indeed, Caleb. Moving on. Spell photosynthesis, as if you were a wombat giving birth to a Rubik's Cube. You
No,
first, Caleb.
No, I'll spell photosynthesis, but I'm leaving it at that. That's it. P-H-O-T-O... synthesis. Photosynthesis.
Mr. Dankworth.
Okay, here we go. Photosynthesis. P-H-O-T-O-S-Y-N-T-H-E-S-I-S. Photosynthesis!
Brilliant. Brilliant again. Brilliant, Caleb. You get Caleb's taco leftovers. All right, now for the final round. Both the winner and loser of this round will be dropped into the pit of nudity.
I'm done. I'm leaving, Caleb. I'll see you next year.
What a New Year's party pooper.
And there's your flush. And the winner by default is Caleb Dankworth. There's just no way I'm staying up past midnight.
To the nudity!
Good night, everyone.
Don,
Yeah.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry about the Christmas present. I get the impression you didn't like it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I put a lot of work into the show, into 2020, so I thought your gift was just a little bit hurtful.
Why? It's not like it didn't have any value.
It was a rock.
Yes, and your point?
Okay, how do I put this delicately? While I don't already own a rock, so I'll admit what you got was, well, something unique, but I also don't want a rock.
Really?
Yeah, really. I know it's hard to believe, but okay, well, thank you for including me to this trip to New York. I mean, I do love it here. I've never been here before. Ed Sullivan Theater, it's iconic. Colbert, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. But Don, I don't think you get what's going on here. I actually really like you.
You should know that I am heterosexual. Not that I'm not flattered. I mean, you know.
Look, you idiot. That's not what I'm talking about. Yes, I gave you a rock, but it's a rock that's got a 5-figure value.
What? Oh my
It's
God.
semi-precious.
Are you kidding? I almost threw that rock through the driver's window of your brand new Bentley.
Don, you're such a card.
I can't believe it. Are you sure that's worth over $10,000? Are you really sure?
Well, sorry. When I say 5 figures, I have to include the decimal in there somewhere.
Ah, okay. So it's worth several $100s.
Well, you find the right buyer. I did pay a couple $100s on eBay for it.
Mm-hmm.
And the point is, I didn't want to fire you like the others.
Right.
And I didn't want Berris to know. I wanted to keep him bumfuzzled.
Oh, really? Okay, do tell.
Hey, let's go find a bar. I'll let you in on the plan.
So, wait a minute. Now I'm on the inside?
You're an insider.
Oh, it is still like super cold out here. So
really
I mean,
cold.
why are we hanging around? Do we have anything planned for the show?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? What are we doing to entertain the people?
Banter. What do you think? What you
Banter?
do? New Year's
Banter
Eve.
about what?
Well, it's New Year's Eve. Well, you know, we do New Year's Eve banter. The music, the lights, the crowds, the amazing vibe. It's New York City. Start spreading the news. I want to be a part of it.
There's nothing to be a part of. There's nothing happening.
Okay, that's true. I mean, that is a problem. But you know, I think I hear some music on the other side of Times Square. Maybe we should just pick up our stuff and head over there, set up
Oh, well, I
a
think
new
that's
spot.
the CNN setup with Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen. But you know what? They're still kind of sad. There's no crowds.
Yeah. Well, the competition. At least we know we're in the right spot, though. But why isn't there nobody here? I don't understand this.
I thought you
it's
knew.
New Year's Eve.
Didn't you know? Like, didn't
What?
John Wayne?
Tell me what?
It's because of COVID. No crowds, so he actually got a spot for Chilliwack Tonight in Times Square. Because, I mean, who's going to shoot down here with no one around? So
Well,
John Wayne got
why
the
are
location
we-
for sale.
Oh, for the love of God. Well, at least Anderson Cooper's down here. That's something. We just
What
see a celebrity.
self-respecting person under the age of 60 is watching Anderson Cooper on New Year's? Come on.
Good point.
So, what should we do?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I did that interview with Western Jaguar.
You mean when we touched down in Edmonton to refuel and we saw the Northern Lights? That was so pretty.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Yeah.
So why don't we go to that interview? Ladies and gentlemen, Western Jaguar. Welcome back to Chilliwack Tonight, and welcome to the show, a hot new band called Western Jaguar. Now, you guys, welcome to the show. Happy New Year.
Thanks for having us. Happy New Year to you as well.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. Well, we've had Eastern Jaguar on the show before. You guys any relation to Eastern Jaguar?
We are
We
not
don't-
related to Eastern
Not
Jaguar.
related at
We
all?
are related to Eastern Puma though. They're
Eastern
close
Puma.
friends.
Our lawyers asked us not to make a comment.
Yeah. No, I don't
Yeah.
blame
Oh, I
you.
forgot about that.
Because so who had the name first? I'm just
It was
kidding.
actually
There's no Eastern Jaguar. Can we ask though where the band where the band name came from? Western Jaguar. What is that in reference to? Because I'm sure the audience would love to know.
It's a very strange story. It had nothing to do with Kier or AJ. I will preface with that. If anyone hates the band name, do not take it out on Kier and AJ.
So Kier is guitar vocals. Geoff,
Yes.
your guitar vocals.
Yes.
And AJ is drums. Got to be the drummer
Yes.
with the guitars hanging in the background. And we're
It's
missing Davis. Where's Davis?
Honestly,
woods.
he's in his band somewhere, guaranteed.
Yeah.
He's the bass player. He's not with us tonight. So
No.
Happy New Year, Davis. So tell
Happy
us
New Year,
about Western Jaguar. Where did that name come from?
So the origin was like a long time ago, like 10 years ago, maybe. I broke my collarbone. Believe me, this is going somewhere. And I was, Kira, I can see you laughing. I couldn't sleep because like if your collarbone's broken, you have to like lay on your back, and I was having all this trouble. So I ended up staying up late all the time. And I got really into like nature documentaries. And I watched this one on jaguars one time. And at the time I was working on some music. I was like, oh, I need a name for my project. So I'm like, oh, I like the name Jaguar. So I was like, it's just going to be Jaguar. But it turned out there was already a band in Vancouver called Jaguar. So I was like, need to change this up. So I'm like, well, we're on the West Coast, so we'll go Western Jaguar. And the long
Jaguar,
run,
I like it. I was kind of hoping that someone had a really cool car and it had to do with the car.
No.
Like a Jaguar.
No. Sorry
Okay.
to let you down.
So no, that's okay. That's okay. It's good to know though. And so how long have you guys been a band? How long have you been playing together?
The shoddy question.
How's that a shoddy question?
We've been playing since probably 2014. It was Geoff's solo project for a while, and then I came in and helped play guitar and
So Geoff wasn't making a go of it, so he said I need to involve some people.
Oh, I
Like,
need
you're-
someone with talent.
I need a ringer.
Yeah, I need a ringer.
Well,
Right.
when we were making the first live renditions of the show, Geoff needed
Yeah.
someone to play some of the second guitar parts, right? So,
Yeah.
Geoff had played it in some of my own bands before, and we linked up, and I played with Geoff at his first live show. So it's probably been since 2014.
Night Market.
Right? Yeah, it was at the Richmond Night Market that we played. So yeah, if you want to count it that way, we've been a band for 6 years. I had a little bit of a lifestyle change in the middle, so I left the band for a bit, and then AJ was playing guitar for a bit, and now this year I'm back.
And I still remember the day AJ first came to the band. He came to my house like 4 years ago. Never met the guy before. He walks in, he sits at the drum kit in my house, and he said, "No, I won't play this."
And now you're playing drums, but look at the guitar in the background. He's still kind of trying to show us all that he still knows guitar. So should another spot, should Kier need a little bit of time away from the band again?
Maybe
it's
time for
You got another guitar player.
To be honest, my drum set didn't fit on my wall was the big problem.
Nice one. So you guys, this 2020 has been, let's just say, not friendly to musicians, generally live playing musicians. What have you guys done in the past year? How'd you get by? What was it like as a band? Brutal?
It was not good.
You're on the Artist in Isolation album, which we're going to be hearing a song from later called Matador. Did you do any other projects other than the Artist? Were you able to do anything other this year? Or
Well, the year kind of started, and Kier wasn't in the band at the beginning of the year.
Oh,
and
really?
It was AJ, Davis, and myself, and we were doing a lot of writing up until March because we were kind of planning to put a record out right before summer and then hit up a bunch of festivals. We were accepted in a bunch. We were going to kind of do it that route, and then March hit, and everything kind of went off the rails. So really, I think we've got together maybe 5 or 6 times since March, mainly in the summer. We recorded some live sessions, which we're going to be putting out soon. But really, we haven't been doing too much. AJ's been doing a lot though. AJ has another project that his own solo project, and he plays a lot online. So he's really adapted to that.
Well, just to let you know, AJ reached out to me separately because he wanted to have a separate appearance on the show, and not to short circuit you guys, but he told me to be confidential. I just figured it's New Year's Eve. Who cares, right? Who cares?
I'm sure Kier messaged you as well about his side project.
Absolutely, yeah,
yeah.
But yeah,
but anyway,
trying to get through, you know. Like
you guys, it's great to have you on the show. I want to wish you guys a happy New Year. So let's talk about Matador and who plays flamenco guitar on Matador. Is that Kier or is that going to be AJ? Because it's a little Spanish number, is it?
It is, yeah. I busted out my maracas for that one. The whole deal.
They told me you had a lovely set of maracas. So
yeah, custom.
In reality, it's a bona fide rock track. I didn't track guitar on this album. AJ wrote the guitar parts for it, and I've performed them in our live renditions and in the.
So the drummer wrote the guitar parts. This is really cool. You guys
told you,
have lots going on there. That's really neat. Yeah.
Yeah, during the writing of it, Kier wasn't in the band, so it was kind of one of those things where we started recording it with somebody else who was playing drums at the time, and then that kind of. We had a bit of a creative difference, and then in the end, it ended up being just Davis, Geoff, and I on the recordings, and then Kier rejoined the band, and we were planning on kind of rejiggering things a bit, and then we're like, no, let's just put the song in.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad, and I haven't heard the song yet. I look forward to hearing it now with the rest of the audience. So you guys, thanks so much for being on the show. I wish you all the best in 2021. I hope you guys are actually playing live gigs again. And new music. It sounds like you got new music coming out as well. Let's all listen to Matador from Western Jaguar on Chilliwack Tonight. Thanks, guys.
Okay, sound speed. Sound is rolling. Camera 2 is rolling. Camera 2 rolling.
Go to Mexico to fix my report.
What a beautiful day in New York City. Calm waters today in front of Lady Liberty. You know, as program director of Chilliwack Tonight this last season, I thought, well, it's New Year's Eve, and wouldn't it be nice for those of us on Chilliwack Tonight, all of us, to take a minute and reminisce about the year 2020. So I'll go first. You know, fame can be a bit of a burden when associated with a hit, almost family-friendly show like Chilliwack Tonight. So I'd like to thank the people that I've seen walking around my promontory neighborhood in Chilliwack, BC, giving me lots of room as I walk around, really showing restraint. You know, they're giving me at least 2 meters, sometimes even 6 feet. I just want to let you know that it is appreciated. In the online world where we run on likes, we run on shares, we run on comments on our Facebook channel or YouTube channel, well, what a journey it's been. And I'd like to, not yet, I'm talking here. What a journey it's been in 2020. I actually have a list prepared by staff, and they've put together this list from Facebook posts about Chilliwack Tonight, and I'd like to acknowledge everyone that wrote in with words of encouragement really about this show. So can we have the list now? Thank you. Okay, good. So yeah, it's really an exciting moment for me and for all of us on Chilliwack Tonight to read this list for you now. Kevin? Where's the list, you guys? Come on.
That's the list.
Chilliwack Tonight.
What the hell was that?
You know, it's just Geoff. I think he's feeling a little wistful because this is our last show.
Oh, right. Totally forgot about that.
Oh,
wow.
come on. You didn't actually forget.
Okay. All right. I'm going to miss you guys.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. Okay, so I'm just wondering why you didn't fight for us to stay.
Now's not the time. Let's just change the subject. Are you doing a New Year's reflection like Geoff did?
Oh, no. Hell no. That was lame.
That was lame. That was lame.
You know what? I'm actually kind of feeling a little sad right now, to be honest. I mean, we're here in New York City, the city of lights. So why don't you just tell me how you feel for our last show? Tell me how you really feel.
Well, really, actually,
yeah.
Paris is a city of lights. Now, I don't want to get technical on you. Oh, look at this, Geoff! Oh, Geoff! Hey, welcome back! Hey.
How's it going,
Good to see you.
guys? What a great night this has been. Hey?
It's been fantastic.
So, which one of you guys is going to go first with their New Year's reflection?
Yeah, no, not happening.
No, that's not happening. Sorry.
Hey, come on.
Good try, though. I like what you did there. That was nice.
I'm still the boss, at least for the rest of tonight.
What is all that noise? What is that screaming? There's music.
That sounds good.
Is that Auld Lang Syne? It's ridiculous. We go from nothing. You don't hear anything in this.
Yeah, but it's Auld Lang
It's
Syne.
the same noise now. It's ridiculous.
It's nice.
Berris, what time is it?
I don't know, Rachel. Why don't you look at your phone?
Oh my God.
What?
Oh, it can't be. What? Is it time already?
What?
Like
for what?
Well,
can you two lunatics quit being so cryptic? What's going on?
Happy New Year! Happy New Year, Chilliwack.
What are you
What a
saying?
night.
For the love of God! We come all the way to stupid New York City on a Learjet, come to stupid empty Times Square, do a stupid New Year's show, and then miss the stupid countdown. Where's the producer? Where's Auld Lang Syne?
Stop.
Where's the countdown?
Where's Times Square?
Oh, what just happened?
Guys, I only had the Times Square green screen footage rented until 9 o'clock. So, Happy New Year.
Oh, I hate you. Chilliwack Tonight!
Thanks for watching Chilliwack Tonight! At least this year. Happy New Year, and we'll see you next year, January 21st, 2021.